It's that time as you dust off the ornaments and get out the tinsel and get ready for all the Christmas parties and the end of year celebrations. Let's face it, at this time of the year, it's when we start to go a little crazy trying to get everything done before we can sign off 2018. And I think what can happen, and it's not just at the end of the year, but whenever we're about to go on some leave, we get all revved up and all stressed up and our activity goes sky high, and I wonder if our productivity matches that sometimes. I think the stress levels go up because we want to get everything done, and when I mean everything, this whole big concept of everything creeps in. But what is everything? So I've got a few tips for you so that when you do go on leave, your first few days of leave aren't spent in recovery mode, but you're able to have fun with friends and family straight away. And I think that would be lovely. It helps you to re-energize and be able to come back to work refreshed and ready to go. So my first tip for you is have a look at what you've actually got to do. Not what you want to do, not what you feel the pressure would be great to do, but actually what's important. That's what you need to be focusing on. And it's okay that between now and when you actually go on your leave, you review regularly. You actually reprioritize. I've got a client at the moment who is reprioritizing twice a day because of the rate of the work, because of the work they're in. And that's okay. The important piece here is that you don't let scope creep come in. You don't let other people's urgent creep into your important unnecessarily. And being mindful that you've got work to do that needs to get done before you leave, that's where your focus should be. Start creating a 2018 list, a 2019 list now, making sure that you move what's important but not urgent over onto next year's list. You know, work will always have things for you to do. That's what work is. Without it, you wouldn't have a job. So that's okay to have work carried over. Just make sure that the work that you're focusing on now is really, truly important work that needs to be done now, and reprioritize as you go. And here's the other tip I have for you. Your due date, I want you to think about bringing your due date of everything being done forward by a day. And what I mean by that is, say you're finishing work on a Thursday and you're going off on leave, then your due date to have everything done is Wednesday. That way you've got that whole Thursday for anything that crops up in emergencies, but also you can enjoy that Thursday with your work colleagues. You've got time to clean up your workspace. You've got time to actually ease into your leave. And that way you don't step out and fall out of work at the end of Thursday absolutely exhausted. So bring your due date, your own personal due date of work forward one day. That way you're creating that space that also creates some calm for you. So I hope these tips are useful for you. I know we're about to get into the end of year silly season. I hope you have a wonderful time enjoying all the parties that tend to crop up at this time of year. Be safe, be careful, and have fun. And if you have any questions, let me know. If you have any other tips around getting through to the end of the year, I'd love to hear them too. Thanks.